Hey folks, we're back at the Otter Tail Home Center. Today we're talking about treated lumber.
Yep.
That's right. And there's so much different treatments out there with lumber. You know, it used to be the old green, ugly CCA treatment. You know,
Ooh.
yeah, everybody says, oh, it's green treated. Yeah. But today, I mean, boy, the treatments are so much different, so much better. You know, they went from
Not as corrosive.
not as corrosive. They went from CCA to MCQ, and that just about turned everybody upside down.
Yeah.
Nobody was prepared with connectors, and nobody was prepared with joist hangers. I mean, stuff was rotten, and the screws were falling apart. It just was not a fun time. Then they went to MCQ, and it's made things so much better, and a lot less corrosive, and they've changed colors, and it's just been great. Like the product we have here, this is a pine treated board, but it's called cedar tone.
Which looks like cedar.
It has a real strong resemblance to a cedar board. The color stays very true for a long time. It's pressure treated just like any of the rest of our decking. And the boards and all the 2x and everything to go with it.
Huh.
It's been a real good seller. It's been a great product, and people who have bought it really, really enjoy it.
Yeah.
I mean, and it doesn't have the cost of cedar, but it has the look. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of stuff like that. And we want to tell you why we buy the products that we do, why we sell the products that we do, and there's very good reasons. You know,
Because
and
we don't want problems to happen to your home or your deck or whatever you're
if
building.
it's not good enough for me, it's not good enough for anybody.
Yeah.
It's just junk, and this is why we sell the best we can buy. Period.
Let's talk about the best that we can buy. Let's talk about our 2x8 green treat.
Treated material is all a .40 ground contact #1 prime.
I thought all treated was treated.
No, sir. There's a lot of difference between treatments, and just like lumber, like all of our indoor lumber is all select struck white fir, hemp fir, Doug fir #1. This is about the same quality we can get in the treated, and that's why.
So we don't have all the warping, twisting, and crazy
Bark.
stuff going on, and
You don't want to buy bark.
we sell wood.
We sell wood. So there's a lot of differences between, you know, different lumber, and you know, there's a prime example of what we got every day. I don't see any bark on it,
Yeah.
and it's nice and straight, and it just looks good. And if you're not throwing it away, you're not throwing it away.
Yep.
So
So we would have a, you said a #1 prime 4.0,
it's a .40 ground contact.
0.40.
Yep.
So what does that mean? What does that compare to everybody else that sells like?
Well, there's a lot of a
0.25?
.15 and a .25. It's still a pretty good treatment. It's above ground. I like to make sure that if people buy a piece of treated from me,
They
they
can-
have the capability of doing whatever they want with it.
They can touch the ground
They
with
can
it.
touch
and-
the ground with it.
So there's a big difference there.
Yep, absolutely.
So a ground contact that we sell,
Mhm.
you can have contact with the soil or whatever
Absolutely.
with it, and it ain't gonna rot like.
No. A .15,
Yeah.
there's not enough treatment in there to be a ground contact.
So not all treated is the same.
Not all treated is equal, that's for sure. You know, when you get a nice 5/4 board like this, a 5/4 decking, you know, is a very common term. This is still a pond pine, I think, and it's very clean, very nice decking, smooth,
Yeah, and
radiused edges. I mean, it's very nice.
I've noticed the straightnesses on these things.
Yeah, it's
Um,
been
you
a
don't
great
have,
product.
You don't have to fight with them.
No, heck no. You don't need that board bender.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
We tried the board stretcher, but
Yeah, that didn't work either. But you know, there's just another example of how nice that treated lumber really is, and it just works great. I mean, you bring it home, you can use it all.
yeah.
Absolutely.
What else we got there?
Well, this here is from years ago, the old CCA treated, and basically what it's used for now is agriculture use or wood basements.
Okay.
And we do a lot of wood basements, and it's a .60, and if it's not stamped, it's got to have a stamp on it to be a .60 treated.
So that's underground.
That's direct burial.
Yeah.
You betcha, you can get away with that. And the plywoods that go with it, it's all direct burial, .60 ground treated. So
And that's the only thing that we stock.
that's the only thing we stock. Absolutely.
No problems, no headaches.
That's right. Because you want to enjoy your deck, you want to enjoy your outdoor living stuff. Why do you want to replace it all the time? Just do it right the first time.
It all makes sense at the end.
That's right. So remember, folks, when you're doing outside projects, you need some treated lumber. Hey, come see us. We got what you need. I'm Dewey.
And I'm Eric.
We just love selling boards.
Those-